I chose pill counting as my hobby. As you can see, I'm nerdy enough to actually own a book called The Pleasures of Counting. So in the pharmacy, you count pills by fives. Just 5, 10, 15, 20 makes it easier. Use the spatula to count the pills. We call the motion we make with the spatula spatulation. Fun fact. And then we put the pills into amber vials, not pill bottles. They're called vials. They're measured in units of drams. An apothecary unit, so because we're cool like that. Other than doing pill counting, we order drugs. We are experts in prescriptions, so when they come over, we enter the data, and as we're doing that, we make sure everything seems reasonable. You'd be surprised all the errors that prescribers make in ordering drugs, and we're a check on the healthcare system to prevent medication errors. We also help with point of care transfer. So if you're getting out of the hospital, they may have given you different drugs than your regular doctor gives you. And we can catch those errors as we're looking onto your profile and seeing all the drugs that you have picked up in the past, which we often do right there at the window as you pick up. We have that information available to us as pharmacy techs. It's a wide variety of things that we do. It's pretty fun. As you can see, there's a lot of cool, pretty pills. These are Tessalon pearls, which are some of the prettiest, but also the hardest to count because of their very round shape. Let's see, what else do we do in pharmacy? Oh yeah, just a lot of talking to people. As we're picking up, just they ask questions and we give answers and stuff like that. It's a pretty chill job. Like I said, you spend a lot of time just putting pill bottles on the shelf. And then you spend a lot of time just helping people. I really like these. They're pink and red. I thought they were a fun pill to put in here. And then these kind of look like shields. So I thought I'd put one of those in. And then another thing we spend a lot of time doing in pharmacy is eating cake. Our boss is often saying, "You girls have been sneaking cake all week, and I know it," in a sort of threatening way. Okay, so in order to count all those pills and things around the pharmacy, you need to be able to move your eyes. So I've chosen to present the orbital muscles or the extraocular muscles. There are basically 6 muscles that make your eyes move around. 4 of them are rectus muscles. Rectus means straight, so 4 rectus muscles over here. And then 2 of them are oblique muscles, meaning that they connect at an oblique angle to the eye. You can see that angle there is kind of oblique. So there are 2 oblique muscles. Here on this screen, I have 3 views of the eye. We have a superior view here. So if you were to take a knife and chop your brain off, and you were to look down at your eyeball from like a bird's eye view, that is our superior view. Over here, we have the lateral view of the eye. So if you're to take a knife and cut your skull in half, starting at your nose and going back to your brain, and to get 2 lateral halves, that would be the lateral view I've got over here. And then I have an anterior view of your eye right here. The eye muscles their names make a lot of sense. So rectus means straight. Superior means top of the eye, so the superior rectus is here in pink. And then we have the medial rectus. The medial rectus is here in blue, and that is on the medial part of your orbit, or the part nearest your nose. On the opposite side is the lateral rectus in green. On the lateral, or the outer part of your orbit, closer to your ear. And then you can't see it here, but there's an inferior rectus, and it is inferior to the eyeball. If we go over to the lateral view, we can see the inferior rectus right here in yellow. For the oblique muscles, we have the superior oblique. It is here in red. It starts out straight, but then it's like, and it becomes attached at an oblique angle over here. Similar thing is happening with our inferior oblique, which we cannot see in our superior view, but if we go over to our handy lateral view, we can see it connecting down here. It does something similar that we are not seeing in this picture. To review the 6 muscles one more time on the lateral, in the lateral view, we can see here in pink, superior rectus, connecting to the eye superiorly. Lateral rectus. It is on the outside of your eye orbit. So it is going to be here on the lateral part. Here we won't see the medial rectus. It's going to be obfuscated by the eye here. But we will see the superior oblique and the inferior oblique. And then we can look at them again from the anterior view, again in pink, superior rectus, in yellow, inferior rectus, in green, lateral rectus, in blue, medial rectus, in red, superior oblique, and in orange, inferior oblique. Up here in aqua, we have levator palabrae superior. That one controls your eyelid. So can't sleep on the job, have to keep that one working. But yeah, an extra muscle for you. So those are the 6 muscles that move your eye. Let's see how they do that. If I can figure out how to switch to the next slide. Yes, here we go. And I immediately went back. Okay, yes. So we will start here with our inferior oblique in orange. So if you were to take that muscle and contract it, it has the action of moving the eye that way. So up and out. So pulling down on this will move the eye up and outward. And then with the superior oblique over here, we pull on that. It's going to have the eye move down and outward. So the oblique muscles make your eye move out and up and down. And that's because of their oblique angle. In a more straightforward manner, we have lateral rectus. Pull on that. And it's going to pull your eye that way. So you'd look that way, in that direction. And with the medial rectus, you pull on that and it makes your eye move inward. It makes your eye adduct or adduct. Whereas lateral rectus makes your eye abduct or abduct. To use some anatomy terms. Okay, and then we have the inferior rectus. It has the function of making your eyeball go down and inward, so that direction. And you may be going, well, you know what, Cece, when I look at that, I think I pulled down that the eye would just move downward. So we're going to look at that muscle a little further in a second. And a similar story up here with superior rectus. It has the function of making the eye move upwards and inwards, like that direction. And you're thinking, oh, but when you pull on that, wouldn't it just go up? Well, let's look a little closer at the muscle. Here again, we're back at our superior view where our brain is chopped off and we're looking downwards. So if you look at how this is connecting to the eye here, that straight line, if the muscle were just connecting along this straight line here, when we'd pull on it, it would move it up. But it's not. It's at an angle to this line. It's coming out like that. So the function, when it contracts, it moves the eye both up and in. And there's a similar story for inferior rectus. It is also connecting not directly at this angle, straight there, but at an angle. So that's why it functions to pull both up and in. And so here's just a review with like the arrows. Superior rectus, again up here, pulls up and in, so that direction. Inferior rectus down here, pull on that muscle or make it contract, is what I guess the actual term. Makes it go that direction. Contract the medial rectus, your eye moves that way. Contract the lateral rectus, your eye moves this way outward. Contract the superior oblique up here, and your eye will go down and out. Contract this inferior oblique down here, and your eye goes up and out. So that's how you move your eyes in depth, like way more in depth than any of us ever wanted. And that was